Linda Mihara, and I'm going to show you today a really cool spinner that uses 2 sheets of origami paper. Let's get started. And so the color I want on the predominant part of this model, so the model is pink, which makes these pink points coming in. So I want that to be yellow. So I'm choosing whatever color you want that to be. Go ahead and have that face down. Okay. So the majority color, have that face down. Okay. My paper here is red and yellow. So I want yellow to be my predominant color. So that's face down. So we're going to go ahead and make our rectangles. And these, remember I was saying the creases are really important. So after you make this crease, take your creasing tool and make sure it's nice and flat and crisp. Unfold it, rotate, and fold the other rectangle. You know, you fold it first and then you use your creasing tool. That's the trick with using that. Okay, nice and flat. Okay, open it up. The 2 opposite flaps to the center. Keeping mindful of your outer edges to make sure you're nice and square. Let's see, we're going to rotate, fold the other flap. Use your creasing tool. Unfold, rotate, and do the other 2 panels. So bring those to the center. We're getting set up for the 4 preliminary bases. Use your creasing tool. And then unfold. Okay, now we're going to take this and turn it over. So flip it over to the back side. Now you're going to bring these 4 corners to the middle. Okay, so remember I was suggesting your 2 opposites first. And then the remaining 2. And use your creasing tool. Okay, these are pre-creases. So after you have that, we're unfolding those 4 flaps. And then turn the whole thing over. Okay. Let's see. Now what we're going to do is start collapsing into our preliminary bases. So let's start from the bottom edge. You see this point here. Bring this in, hold it down. And then the one on the right here, bring that in. And you see how this pops out? So you're just going to go ahead and squash that into a square. That's your preliminary base. So that folds should all be in place. So it should just fall right into that. Okay, you're just squashing that in. So you're going to rotate, bring the next flap in like this, and squash your square like that. Rotate. The final one, push it in from the middle. Now you've got 2 squares that you want to squash. Let's do one here and then one here. And go ahead and let's use our creasing tool to flatten this out. Okay. So now we're going to do our ice cream cones because we're going to set up for the petal fold. And so you want to take this outer edge here. And actually, you're going to take the point. We have to fold it in half. So just take it and swing it over to the left and just fold it in half because we want to get that halfway point here. Now we're going to take this edge, bring it to the center. Now take this edge, bring that to the center. Ice cream cone. Take the triangle and fold that down. So you're going to put the ice cream on the ice cream cone. You eat the ice cream, eat the cone. So unfold those 3 flaps. Peel off the top layer of paper and stretch it out, leaving this triangle flat here. Stretch the paper out as far as it'll go. And then the sides come in and just go ahead and coax the paper into place. Do one side at a time. It makes it easier. And start from the bottom and work your way up. And it should fall right into place, just like that. Okay, so let's rotate and repeat. Take the triangle, we want to fold it in half first, so swing it over to the other side and bring it back. Take this edge, bring it to the center. We're going to make another ice cream cone. Take this edge, bring that to the center. Fold the ice cream down onto the cone. Eat the second ice cream and eat the second cone. Unfold those 3 flaps. Peel open the top layer, stretch it out as far as it'll go, and bring the sides in, starting from the center and following your pre-creases. Okay. Rotate, repeat, take your flap, fold it over to the other side, unfold, fold your ice cream cone, both sides, fold the ice cream down onto the cone. Now I want ice cream. Unfold that, unfold the 2 flaps, and lift the top panel up. Make sure you leave that ice cream down flat. Stretch the paper out and bring the sides in, starting from the center and working out to the corner. I think you guys got it. So take, again, for the last one, make sure you fold it in half first so you have your halfway point. Unfold that. Fold your ice cream cone. Okay, so lift up the flap. Stretch this out. This is the same way I teach how to do the crane. So when I'm teaching kids and I use the ice cream thing, the teachers aren't too happy with because they're all like, I want ice cream now. Okay, so now that we have this, and it's the same thing that we did with the previous one, you want to take your points here and open it up as far as it'll go and fold like that. Rotate, pull that open. Rotate, pull that open. Rotate, pull that open. And then fold your outer points to the center, like this. And then use your creasing tool to make sure that that's nice and flat. All right. So now go ahead and get another sheet of paper, and we're going to do the center spinner part here. Okay. So I'm going to use a green. Maybe I'll use blue. I think I'll use blue. I'm going to use blue. Okay, so we're going to have to make another ice cream cone, and we're going to create a crane base on this one. It's really kind of a cool model. Okay, so let's see. You want the color that you want the model. Let's have that face up first. Okay, face up. So we want to go ahead and fold both triangles. Here's one triangle. unfold, rotate, fold the other triangle. So again, my color spinner is on the inside here, right? And unfold. Now you want to turn the model over and fold both rectangles. So let's fold the first one here. Unfold, rotate, fold the other rectangle. Keep it folded in this shape, okay? Keep this folded. You're going to grab the folded edge and bring your hands together, bringing the 4 points together. You see how that works? And then go ahead and nudge the 2 flaps and 2 flaps. You want to split them. So now you have your preliminary base. So it looks like this at the bottom. So have it so that the open end is facing you. We're going to make a nice ice cream cone on this side. So here's our halfway point. This bottom edge comes to the center. This bottom edge comes to the center. And then the ice cream goes onto the cone. And unfold, eat the ice cream, eat the cone. And we're going to do the same thing that we did for the base. Stretch the paper out. It's important to keep this part flat. Okay, here's your hinge. So you're going to open the layer of paper, stretch it out as far as it'll go. Starting from the bottom, work your paper in along those pre-creases. And it'll be, and I have a paper that's split on the end. So it should go like that, just like what we did for the base. And now we're going to repeat. Let's turn it over to the other side. Take this bottom edge, bring that to the center, make another ice cream cone. Bring the other one up to the center. And then make sure you fold the ice cream down. So we got the ice cream down like that. Unfold that. Unfold the cone. Stretch the paper out, leaving this top ice cream flat and using that as a hinge. Stretch the paper out as far as it'll go and bring the sides in. You might have to, like in this corner here, sometimes you have to push the paper open. It tends to get a little wrinkled in there. So just kind of pop it open like that and then continue with your fold. Yeah. Here's your crane base. Now, go ahead and take the flap and you want to, this one on the right, and let's swing it over to the other side. And now we're going to take this flap here and fold it up to the top. Okay. Let's turn the model over. We're turning the model over. So it should look like this. We're going to repeat that. So take the flap. Now there's 2 layers here. So just split it off and just take the top layer only. Take the top layer and swing it over. So it looks like this. And now take this point and bring it all the way to the top. So we have the 4 points to the top. So it looks like this, right? Okay. What we're going to do, let's go ahead and lay it flat for a second here. Let's peel open this one on just one of them. Okay, so for example, this one I'm pulling down like this. What you want to do is from here, you see this point here? Let's go ahead and just bring it over so that this point lines up with this flap here. I'm going to turn it up on its side. Okay, so again, we've taken this, we've unfolded it, and this point here, or this flap, you want to bring it so that this point lines up with this here, like that. So you see how that point lines up with this fold here. Okay. Now let's rotate. So we have this tucked in like this, and we want to repeat that. So you want to open up this next layer here. And this point here comes back to the left. This point is going to line up with this center crease. So this is going to be a mountain fold here. So you see how that gets pushed in? And then you make your crease here. And then you take this and you fold it down. So see, now we have that. Okay. I'm going to rotate. So the trick here is actually this turns into be a mountain fold. So this whole thing gets pushed in, and that point lines up with this center here. So then this final one, again, this turns into a mountain fold. So you bring that over. Okay, so that should be your twist. Yes, okay, that looks good. So we have tucked the corners underneath, basically. So that's your twist. And then now we want to take these points and make them disappear. So let's turn the model over. And you're going to take these points and you want to fold them. You see where this edge is here? You're going to fold them in. Fold this one in at an angle like that. So that, again, it's going to match this section here, this line here. So it's going to go from this outer corner along there. So it looks like this. We're going to rotate, take the next one. That's going to fold over. And then that should line up. That should line up with this over here. Fold that. Let's rotate. This one's going to line up with that fold. And then the final one should line up with this fold here. So you're just overlaying them, and then you take the last point and then you're going to tuck it into the pocket that's here. Okay. So it should tuck in like that. So now you've got your spiral spinner. Go ahead and grab your, which one did I use? I use this one here. So you've got your 4 corners, and that's going to slip right into these pockets here. Okay. And there is your spiral spinner, my variation on the classic spinner. Thank you for joining me for this really cool spinner class. Happy folding.